to do the honors here. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's get it.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing is Hurts.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Jones with a nice burst there on first down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Finally stopped as he's down to the 40-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Sanders. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Rager, 42 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
And a Packer first down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he floats one there, incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. For the shotgun to give to Jones. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
He was brought down by Javon Hargrave.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Rodgers pass intended for Devontae Adams. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Being chased out left. This is caught at the 20. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Packers nothing.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The first catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And once more, he was looking for Alshon Jeffrey, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Eagles 14. Packers nothing. Jeff Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Alan Lazard, 75 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Make it happen!
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return will stop right around the 25. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll try again with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
That's fourth down and goal.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Eagles defense able to hold. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
At the 24-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try, and time has run out on this first half. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall,
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The
This
20,
is too easy
10,
right here.
touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 75 yards. And the Packers are...
Dude, you better not fucking blitz me like that again.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
I say you better stay in that zone. You better not fucking blitz me like that again, dude.
14.
Ties the game at 14. Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will bring this all the way up.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, The NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And this will be a Packers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Operating from the gun, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 47.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
From the gun, Rodgers got a man. It's Tanyan complete.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
They'll run on first down. Jones. They find some open field here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
Double
dive.
it.
A dive, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
And we saw that advantage right there.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
They'll run it with Jones. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He can run for it, and he will. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or 2 short. The decision to scramble almost got him the first, just short, 9 yards, and it brings up 4th and inches. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. This is Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to...
It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's a second touchdown run of this game, and this one add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go again to Jones. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders taking it in. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. looks good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Packers 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On play action. Now Rodgers rolling to his right. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep down, and this will be caught at the 30. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a big play for the Pack on third. 49 yards. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Rodgers to throw. And it is caught.
Boom.
They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
How I'm trash, yo. Don't be in your feelings, my nigga. How I'm trash.
In that spot right there.
You was up 14-0, dude. You was up 14-0.
Time to go ahead and do that, or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in?
Yo, you was up 14-0, my nigga.
They're going to say that in the press conference.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Yeah, I ain't call you trash.
And a nice job there.
Oh, you said the play was trash. Oh, all right.
Inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Yeah, that was my little pick play. I seen you only had one corner out there. Yeah, GG's.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to...
And he's taken down. Back back in his own 7. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So
Yep, GG.
comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.